Hey folks, David Hubbell here in Mobile, Alabama. Welcome to the 2021 Fall Mirliton season. And unfortunately, I've got a mixed report to give for this first week. If you look closely, you'll see got a lot of leaf damage. And that is due to what we believe is the cabbage looper. For about a month now, I've been battling this dastardly creature, and you can see things such as its droppings, and it really defoliates the plant pretty badly. I've tried to put some Thuricide on it, some liquid 7, and even some other types of stuff to try to help rid the plant of this creature, but nothing has been successful. I think the lifespan on these guys are like about 10 days. So most of the problems I've had is that when I put the liquid pesticides on it, which I really prefer not to use, I've ended up with a lot of rains here thanks to Ida and just being on the Gulf Coast. So it's been a battle. Also, the temperatures have finally dropped, so I'm hoping that that's going to help out things a little bit. So that's kind of the bad part, and you can really see it a little further up, how badly defoliated the plants are. I do have a picture that I will share later of what they look like if you have never encountered them, and I haven't until this past season after 10 years of growing these. But you can see how bad left to their own devices they can get. So that's the bad news. The good news is that I'm seeing flowers. The Mirliton flowers are starting. I've been assured by some of my horticultural friends that with a cabbage looper, as long as 30% of the plant or more, or if you 30% or less is affected by the cabbage looper, the plant should be okay. And in reality, I mean, if you look at it from a distance, it does not look all that bad. It's obviously still being able to produce photosynthesis, and the plant's actually got a lot of new growth on it. So despite the behavior of the cabbage looper, I'm still optimistic because I'm getting new shoots and a lot of new growth. So like I said, the other thing that's been encouraging to see is the blooms and the blossoms coming out, and they're just on time as we expect. In fact, here we go. These are the males, if you'll remember from previous videos, or if you're familiar with growing Mirliton. So the males are coming along. I got a lot of these little clusters. So this is actually the first time I've kind of come out here and tried to inspect it. Typically, remember we talk about this being photoperiodic, and also they'll really start to bloom when the temperatures cool as well. So we're in that phase now around September 21st for Mobile and the Gulf Coast. So I'm going to continue to baby the main plant. Now the other thing I did is I do have about 3 other plants planted. Usually I just have this one. So I don't know if I'll get as good a yield as I did last year, which was over 100. But if I get a few off of this and I can keep the plant going, then I'll be quite pleased. Early reports in from South Louisiana with some of the folks I know regarding our Israel Thibodeaux and other Mirliton, reporting that either due to the heat or Hurricane Ida, a lot of folks have lost plants again. So Mirliton is not necessarily a passive hobby or a passive plant to grow anymore. You have to really take care of it, especially for these older heirloom varieties. So anyway, I'm going to apply another thing of liquid 7 before the flowering and the really gets prevalent, because I really don't want to do anything to harm the insects. But hopefully the cool weather, the rains holding off for a while, and will allow this plant to really thrive, and I'll be happy when I start seeing some female flowers as well. And typically the males will come out a few, maybe weeks even, before the females. So I'm going to do a little searching. If I find any, I'll show you. If not, I'll let you know as well. Well, after doing a little bit of a search, I have not seen any female flowers yet, but what I'm encouraged to see is I've seen at least 2 or 3 little bees out here. So that's another reason for me to try not to spray anything. I think the Thuricide is probably a little bit better against harming bee activity versus, say, something like the liquid 7. So I'm not sure quite what concept I'm going to use this year as far as documenting. I've been pretty thorough the last 2 years with regard to showing a week by week review of what the Mirliton vine looks like. And last year, the 2020 Fall Mirliton season videos, I think there's 13 of them, or maybe 14, are probably a really good example of what a healthy plant you would expect to see. Oh, well, look who made an appearance here. This, my friends, is our little culprit. That is the bane of my existence right now. So I'll let him bask in the sun a little bit more before I just crush him. But anyway, that's what you need to look for. Now, typically we've also seen them in the little cracks and crevices here, kind of in a webbing as well. But anyway, back to my format. I'm not sure if I'm just going to do the updates more sporadically. The only advantage I think right now at this point is showing you maybe if the plant starts to recover or if it gets worse from the cabbage looper. But I'll try to put something out every week at least, and we'll see how it goes from there. Once again, you can check out more information on my Mirliton vine at my YouTube page, David J. Hubbell, and you can also check out great resources from mirliton.org, mirliton.org, or you can check out my Facebook page, Mirliton Man of Mobile. So thank y'all. Hopefully maybe I can, if I'm not doing many gardening videos, I'll get back on and doing some more cooking videos. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next week.